Hi, welcome back. Our room here. Today continue our playthrough in Wuthering Wave version 3.3, Reverb from the end of the Galaxies. Last time in Wuthering Wave, we finished Hyuki's segue. It ended with a cliffhanger, so the next time we see Hyuki, we probably will be. I mean, Hyuki will probably gonna told us what happened maybe during the segue. And yeah, the whole thing with her sister is still unclear what's going on here. I mean, it's clear actually what happened. This is probably, I think this segue will connect to Ashinohara, whenever we're gonna go to Ashinohara in the future. But we will see. I mean, how we haven't seen Hyuki I mean, technically, the whole segue just Hyuki point of view, which technically an hour if I didn't say anything, but somehow I made it into 3 video. Anyway, so yeah, pretty much. I am at a node here, a node that say Grand Architect Illusion. Yeah, the whole thing is pretty much Grand Architect Illusion. So again, like I said, it's a cliffhanger. The Black Shore member probably gonna say something when they send Hyuki. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna see Hyuki perspective. We're gonna see what Hyuki seen, what happened to Hyuki from her own. I guess when we see Hyuki, I repeating myself here. Anyway, moving on. So, Grace Attack, the thing I said the thing I found in the end there, mentioned that no, I don't think it's Hyuki assumed that Grace Attack want Hyuki to be aleph 1 resonator, the Trinodian resonator, which I think that's just a saying. Grace Attack just want to make sure how Hyuki fair with the whole thing, because I believe the person that was in mind by Grasitek to be the resonator for Trinodian will be Denia again, because the whole concept of her, if you check the live stream, we see something of her other self. That's probably what I mean. I don't know if that's Denia or someone else, but it's look like Denia. The other Denia, the one with something on the chest, kind of remind me of Ahmed. Ahmed also something. Ahmed also different the chest, and not to mention, remember we haven't seen where the tacet mark of Denia located. Maybe it's the same as Ahmed on the chest. We will see. Anyway, moving on. So now we're gonna start the actual playthrough for Arc 5, where we being told by Luke that the plane is moving. Not to mention, remember what Lucilla said when Hyuki left for Honami? Someone called Lucilla and then Denia mentioned. So maybe they found out that Denia was the spy, because Denia went missing technically, because Denia went with the architect at the end of, I remember the cutscene, the segue, last patch. Speaking of Lucilla, last patch, you can see in the top right corner. Remember yesterday when I drip market react to the collab? Apparently, yes, my guess is right. I mean, I guess everybody guess is right as well, considering Hyuki need one more person to complete her team. We assume Lucilla will be the complete uh, uh, the last piece for her team, if you include Chisa, obviously. And I still assume that Lucilla was supposed to be released with Sigrika, but somehow they decided to put it after, maybe because of the story will be connected to whatever the Cyberpunk gonna be. We will see. Anyway, yes, that's what I mean. We're gonna do we're gonna react to another deep market today. I think the Lucilla one is not complete, the deep market, because I don't see the image of the element and what weapon she gonna use yet. But I don't think I need to wait, because let's just see. As you can see there, well, over here, Lucilla. So the deep market for Lucilla a day after the collab, which means she's gonna be on the second half of the patch, unless she will be on the first half and the collab will happen. I mean, the banner for the collab character will run throughout the patch. We don't know yet. But anyway, let's read her description. So, post-lamin Anthropocene, star intertwine. My dream now is just to see all my student dream come true. All, huh? Sure. We still, technically, the segue told us about last patch. The segue for Lucilla technically told us a little bit about her, but maybe we will get another segue which kinda told us more about her. I feel, okay, this is my guess. The reason why one of the reason they put Lucilla after instead of with Sigrika with the segue, I believe something gonna happen to Lucilla. That's just my guess, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Archive Lucilla, president of the Starlights Academy, and idealist who tackle her matter one step at a time. She quietly watches over her students and strives to create a space where she can chase their dream freely. What I find interesting about Lucilla is she didn't age. I remember when Ami had missing 10 years ago, we saw Lucilla on that video. She looked exactly the same as today, Lucilla. Well, I guess look also didn't age. I don't know. I don't know character age, but technically they are 10 years older than what happened when the last time we saw them from the video, if you know. Unless the younger, 10 years younger than the last video. I mean, the flashback. My point is, Lucilla is a president for some reason. We know again, in the segue we told, I don't know, here's the thing. That segue is similar to what happened with Hyuki in the sense that it's fabricated by Grand Architect. So I don't know if the thing we saw with Lucilla in that backstory, the whole thing, is that real or just a film made by Grand Architect? Because again, they mentioned Grand Architect there, the rabbit, So yeah, I wasn't sure if she was appointed principal by vote, or she want to be, I don't know. I will see more about her, I guess, in maybe again she will have another segue later on in 3.4. And this is the thing. So another description here. Poslamen Anthropocene, star intertwine. Lucilla is a master of memory regression. Number one. Lucilla is a master of memory regression who can extract and materialize memory. Utilizing her disability, he can even reconstruct previously experienced scene and event before projecting them into reality. Pretty much this is an ability that every investigator wants. They can see the crime scene, like basically, or maybe judge as well. If you are a judge and you have this ability, pretty much able to see if someone lying or not. My problem is, why Lucilla become a principal instead of a judge or something? Maybe, I don't know. Her forte doesn't really, I don't know if in Solaris, does everyone will choose the job that if a resonator choose a job, will they be choosing a job that tie in with their resonator ability and forte, or maybe not? I don't know. We also seen another memory I mean, there are few memory-related memory type resonator in Lahai-Roi, considering that's what has been targeted by Fraxidus during the whole Dark Side event, which I assume Sigrika is. No, Sigrika is not one of the memory type. The only reason she being targeted is not really targeted actually. The whole purpose of Sigrika was so that Denia want Sigrika to overcome Sigrika's own anxiety, or maybe the whole thing, or the panda building, whole thing with the number expectation stuff. So I guess that's the only reason why Sigrika being important for the dark side, simply because of Denia want Sigrika to grow up. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, because the segue told us another story. Anyway, this is the only thing. So as you can see, they still have not released the element or weapon, unlike where is it? Like this one, they usually have something like this, which in a sense 12 hour after, which mean probably we're gonna have Lucille something like this, maybe in the next 12 hour, which means tomorrow my time. But I will guess that she will be Glacio. I don't know her weapon, but I will probably take a picture and then talk about that tomorrow when I do another episode. But yeah, that's all for the day market for Lucilla. So we'll have new character. Again, for those who pull for Hyuki and want another support, they're gonna pull for Lucy as well, because collab. So well, at least I guess the double red up, not the double, gem when you top up is reset. That's a good moment. I guess the reason they wait for the collab to be released after the anniversary, because reset of the store thing. Anyway, but still I will be trying to get them as a free to well, I don't really, I buy monthly sometimes, but sometimes I only buy twice, I think. And I also, you see, I buy the monthly back then before they release any skin. So I spend basically that extra thing that I can save up for the skin. My mistake, oops. So anyway, that's all for the recap and the trade market. Now let's go in and do the main story, Act 5. Let's see, let's meet with Luke. If I remember, he said to meet him in the secret base, which is near the Sundarmere, if I remember. That's one of his segue. I remember that. The location, I mean, the one where I need to adjust thing because of my quality. I mean, the delay in force. If you've seen the episode, you understand there will be a blank sound. But anyway, before we begin, there are something that I want to talk about. There are events that just start today, which is this one. So unlike the other 3, which I can do later, and I will do that later. As you can see here, we have 28 days, and this one also 28 days. So all of this, well, these 2, I guess I will record this with commentary, even though maybe they're not voice, but we will see. This one, however, this is something that happened last year. So support, right? So today I did the support. Now let's see if my character win. And we probably have guessed who I supporting is the best character from my point of view. Let's see, am I win? Number 3, sure. So the win is Luke, huh? Of course, I guess. Phoebe, sure. Let's support the next match. You know who I will support. Well, I don't have support cube. Oops. Well, I will support. I don't have support cube. I think. I don't have support cube. Oh no, I have. But I haven't done daily. I will. Well, I can support during my daily as well. But for now, let's support her 100%. Go, go, Kartetia, go, go. Anyway, that's all. Good luck. And let's see if I win when I do the recording tomorrow. I will add more support card, by the way. Can you support multiple? I don't think so. Wait, can you? I don't know. Maybe I should. Nah. The best character can only be support. That's the only reason to support them. It's just for fun, right? I don't think you need to do certain thing to gain every reward. Anyway, Starlight from yesterday. That's the chapter 5 title. Interesting. Starlight from yesterday because of the time loop thing. Head to Luke Herson secret workspace. I still don't understand why he have full name unlike the other character. We don't have any character with full name before, right? Well, Q Yuan, I guess. Technically, it's a full name. Luke Hersen. Why the other one don't have full name? I don't know. Some progress has been made in activating the Exos Rider. So, focus mode on. Let's go. Teleport to, yep, we know this. The closest, can I teleport to this? Yes, I can. I accidentally built the road here, even though his secret lab is not on the roadside. The road eventually went underwater, which I still haven't finished, by the way, that world quest. So it's over there. Oh, interesting. It's set for the actual location. Wait a minute. My question is, last time, oh, never mind. I thought we able to enter the cave. So last time we actually enter this thing. I don't remember that. I thought for sure this is where it's not a forward area. Interesting. Anyway, this means that I need to clear this section in one go. Because again, just like Yuki, there's a chance to be reset every single time. But let's see. Small workspace. Quote small. Let's see. Why we need to talk here, by the way? I don't remember. Can we just talk? No. Oh no. I remember the reason why we're here because of there's too many eye and ear outside. Yahoo! Something like that.
雨でもどうだいシグリカ君とリンネイ君の提案で開発された新フレーバーだよ。気分転換になるはずさ。
What? Sour candy? This one? Or maybe make my sound so deep? Oh, mint jelly. I like mint. What is jelly? Is jelly a flavor? Sure, I guess. Jelly? I don't know. Anyway.
話してくれ、リュウク。エクソストライダーの件はどうなってるんだ？
Let's do autoplay.
ルシラーとの話し合いは順調だよ。どうやら彼女は君のことをかなり買っているみたいだ。以前、裏学園の件で協力したこともあって、
Why are we focusing on his name card? Something gonna
た
happen?
だ君が学園に再入学してからまだ1年も経っていないのは事実だ。
Wait, what?
エクソストライダーの正式起動を申請するにはさらにコレクティブの承認が必要になる。
Wait,
コ
wait,
レ
wait,
ク
wait.
ティブの最大スポンサーはネオユニオンだ。彼らの行動は当然そこの出資者たちに対して責任を負う必要がある。そしてエクソストライダー
I
は
didn't do autoplay,
間
by the
違いな
way.
く貴重な資産だ。
Wait a minute. It's something that I find funny.
私
Can
の
you
方
stop?
からコレクティブに
Okay.
学園側からの君の調査報告書やラベル学部でのテスト成績、そして私自身が作成した
We did a
身体
test?
能力及び適正評価を提出した
When
ん
we
だけれ
did
ど
go, I mean, that's probably the beginning test before we become a student, I think. Anyway, did the people in Star Touch Academy or in Institute didn't see that in a few patch ago? I said about this before. The Exos Rider technically move, right? When we do the thing with Amea, is that actually in our mind and not really a physical? Because I believe it's move, but somehow no one mentioned that the thing move. Not to mention we need approval from Exos Rider belong to me technically, because again we are the arbiter. But I mean, you know, well, they don't know about us technically, so I cannot say that. Anyway, my point is, why we need approval for Exos Rider? Technically, we have the reactor drive. Well, we already put the reactor drive inside when we do the thing with Amiat. But anyway, approval, huh? Interesting. I mean, wait a minute. They say something about test score, right? So the synchronous test is still okay. Are you saying a student able to do this as well? I mean, the other student can do this as well, I think. Activating the Exos Rider or trying to follow the thing, which is interesting. I thought that's the goal, the end goal for Exos Rider. That's why the synchronous program is a thing, but not actually trying to activate the thing. We thought so. I assume. Okay, my guess was wrong. I assume the Exos Rider plan was always been the college purpose, which I think it is, but their goal for activating the Exos Rider is not the same as what we're gonna do. I mean, obviously it's not the same. So what their goal? What the purpose of the synchronous test? The Rabele College. What the purpose of them? Why they need to have a pilot for Exos Rider? Are they gonna do something in the future for them for other reason? We don't know. I don't think we will ever know, because we're gonna do this, and I don't think they will be Exos Rider anymore after this. That's my guess. So Exos Rider probably gonna become something, or will be used by Blackshore in the future, or maybe it's destroy. We don't know. We will see. But yeah, my point is, once we're done with this quest, I don't think synchronous test Rabele College will be one of the program in Star Touch Academy anymore. Anyway,
通らなかったのか。
交渉の機会は勝ち取ったよ。でも巨額の資金を提供できる組
oh,
織ほど
this is why
利害関係が絡
Lucilla
んで
mentioned
一部の手続き
money.
が遅くなるのは世の中
Well, I have a lot of money on my inventory. How much is money?
今週やリナシータと違って今の彼らの内部には決定を下す頭脳が複数あるからね。
時間がかかりすぎるのは心配だ。
だからこそこちらから仕掛ける必要がある。ちょうど今、
What do you mean?
事態に変化が生
Are
じ
you
ている
just
から
gonna
さ。
activate it anyway?
まずはこれから鍵になる人
Oh,
物につい
never
て
mind.
話そうか。
Who is this guy? Oh, I know. This is the
彼は
one that
Chase
mentioned by, yes,
コレクティブの最
the
高責
head.
任者だ。
We mentioned
最近トラ
him.
イアンフ・アビオニクスの
I mean, Lucilla mentioned
ネオ
this
ユニ
guy
オンから
before.
ラハイロイに戻ってきたばかりだよ。
He just go back to Lahai-Roi on a Triumph avionic ship. What do you mean, Triumph avionic? Is he on a competition or he come back from the name of the ship is Triumph avionic? That sound like a competition name, avionic. I don't think a ship named avionic is anyway. Chess, huh? Is it the same name? I think it is. I mean, I don't think Lucilla mentioned the name. She mentioned the head of the Space Trek Collective. So, yeah.
私とルシラー学園長、モーギエ教授の3人で君を推薦しておいた。研究員に行って彼と話してくるんだ。
Well,
最初こそ彼はネオユニオンのグレイリッジエネルギーの一社員にする。
Ash Rich
し
Energy.
かし、数年間の空白期間を経て、次に現れた時にはユニオン政府に就職している。
Why do I need to know his backstory? Unless this guy is Grand Architect. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think why we need to know about his backstory. This is funny because unless it is important, then we will see.
さらに時が経つと、チェイスはユニオン政府を離れ、数多くの大型投資プロジェクトに関わるようになった。彼はずっと
Why do I need to know about
グレイリ
this?
ッジエネルギーの人
Interesting.
間だったという説もあるが、本当のところは誰も知らない。
Unless we will see if when we talk with Chess, we're gonna have some dialogue about this. If not, then I don't see the point of knowing this. Unless again, this guy is a Grand Architect. I don't know.
彼は慎重で抜け目がない老快な狐だ。長く生きている分、多くのことを見てきた。
Yes, okay, this is the
エ
interesting
クソ
part.
ストライダーに乗るパイロットを自分の思い通りに動かすことこ
So
そ
yes,
彼の最優先事項だ。
the institute have reason for wanting to have a pilot for Exostrider, and I wonder. I said before that I don't think we're gonna ever find out the reason why they want Exostrider in the future for whatever reason, for war or something. I don't know, but maybe we get answer from Chess. We will see.
スタート地学園に在籍する適格者のほとんどは、入学時に山のような協定や機密保持契約に署名させられているだろ。
Okay.
そういう学生を選びたがるのは何もおかしくない。本来ならね。
聞く限りその責任者の態度が変わったようだな。さっき言っていた変化と関係が。
続きは奥で話そう。温かい飲み物でも。
Is it because of Ameyat? Technically, in event 10 years ago. Okay, Starlight from yesterday.
祝典後、またルシラーに呼び出されたって聞いたよ。彼女との協力はどうだったかな？
You should be there.
ただ
Look,
会話の主導権を握りたがってるように感じた。だが今は理解してる。それは学園を大切に思ってるからだってこと。
this is foreshadowing. Look at Luke. Frame rate. If we far away from him, the game reduce the frame rate because again far away object. Okay, interesting. I just realized we have map, so I guess we will continue this normally. Oh what? I need. Okay, so I need to go over there. Lucilla. Student this, student that. Again, her all action in the dark side. I still think it doesn't really feel like she. I talked about this before. I don't need to talk about it again. Especially by not, preventing student to do the riddle. That's something I don't understand. If she care about student that much, she should prevent the riddle
ド
by,
ライブのコアがすでに戻っているなら
well,
エイメス君を救い出すのも名式を解
yes,
決するのもエクソストライダーが目覚めてからの方がいいだろ
yes, technically that's the thing. We don't need. So, whose idea is that we need a pilot for the. Not just that. Whose idea is that Exos Raider can be piloted in the first place? Because unless someone modify Exos Rider and then they put a cockpit inside, or maybe remember when we fight Sigilum, the domain, is that how it's look like inside as a pilot of Exos Rider? But I thought that was Amiya thing because she the resonator of the Exos Rider thanks to what happened. Well, not really a thanks because because of that she disappeared, she become digital ghost. But anyway, my point is, well, technically her fate is already sealed. So if the loop thing that she does already happen, which means she come from the future to the past. That's if you make a timeline from the beginning. In the beginning, when that Exos Rider fight Aleph 1, suddenly when it's about to lose, suddenly from the future come to the past, to the present day, I guess, based on, from the POV of the Exos Rider. And then that force help defeat, or maybe not defeat, seal Aleph 1. And then that's it. That's where the end, basically, for Amiat at this point. And then much later in the future, someone born, boom, the destined one, which is Amiat. So basically, her ending already not really her ending, her current condition, her current location is determined already by the time she was born in the future. Anyway, so technically, which one is first then? How did she become Exos Rider Senator? Is it because Exos Rider choose her? Or because Exos Rider feel like she is the same essence as the one who saved it back then? Years ago, millennia ago, I don't know how long ago was that. Why am I talking about this? This is chicken and egg thing. Anyway. So my point is, again, how they gonna do the thing with piloting Exos Rider thing? Like, because again, if Exos Rider awaken, then that's it. They just did they have their own mind? If that's the case, then this Exos Rider supposed to be remember us because we come with them alongside a Sentinel. I think that's what they said. So let's see if we're gonna have that interaction with Exos Rider.
だが最近研究員はストライダーゲートの付近で
So this is the reason, I
安全
guess.
値を著しく超えたデータを確認している
Because they fear Aleph 1 gonna breach the Strider Gate.
ボイドマターが異常に活発化していてね。コレクティブ内部はこの件でかなり神経質になっている。もし名式アレフ1が封印を完全に破れば、
I still want to know who named this Trinodian Aleph 1, by the way. Because the name 1, especially the word 1, mean that they will be Aleph 2 or something in the future. If there any extraterrestrial Trinodian come to Solaris, they will call it Aleph 2. And then the third one will be Aleph 3. I think that's how they're naming thing. Possibly. Because again, if they only say it Aleph, Makes sense. Okay, the name aleph. But one, that's the question. Anyway, I talk about that multiple times. I don't know why I keep saying
確
that.
かにコレクティブは危険な場所に建設されている。だからこそ名式の暴発に対処するための手をたくさん打っているわけだけれど、
Uh-huh.
それらのプランは結局研究に甚大な損失をもたらしてしまう。
Not just decade, maybe a millennia or century. Well, or forever. We don't know what's gonna
こう
happen
いっ
if
た状況下な
aleph
ら
one,
あの責任者と話
you
す
know,
余地もあるはずだ。
resurface.
説得してみるよ。被害を最小限に抑えられるかもしれない案を採用するように。適格者として今すぐにでもエクソストライダーを操縦する資質があることを証明してみせる。
Here's the thing. Again, do we need to become a pilot for Exos Rider? Can we just ask Exos Rider to do thing with the Strider Gate? Because here's the thing. I really wanna see if Exos Rider sentient or not. Depending on that, then piloting it makes sense. If it's not sentient, if it is sentient, then it probably know about us because we look exactly the same since we arrive in Solaris with them, with the Exos Rider and Sentinel, I guess. But anyway, unless I'm mistaken, what I said, what I remember, you know, I thought,
リュウク、
I don't
ガラ
know.
クショアとつながりを持ってると言ってたよな。それと、この小部屋の情報は絶対に外へ漏れない。
You have
そうだ
contact with the Black Shore. What do you wanna do? Kyoakusha. You technically able to contact Black Shore yourself. You have a phone. You have the gourd as well, which used to contact Black Shore before. Anyway, what I'm saying, my mind thinking about Exos Rider. So, what was that again? I remember we told that Exos Rider was come with us and the Sentinel as well. I think it was during Amiat thing, right? In Act 3. Yeah, I remember Act 3 told us about the whole thing with Exos Rider. So I guess, yeah, I think I remember right. Anyway,
ああ、何をするつもりだ。
yeah, do we need help from
ラハイロイは外部に対して閉鎖的だ。公衆回線だと学園に紛れ込んでいるフラクトシテスのメンバーに傍受される可能性もある。今、ここで
Excuse me 1 second here. I think I misunderstand something here. Lahai-Roi is closed off from the outside world. Not anymore. What do you mean? We deal with the Void Worm back in Act 1. And ever since then, we have an event like character that come to Lahai-Roi from outside. And Luke just mentioned Chase has come back from New Federation to Lahai-Roi, so it's not closed off. That's just Act 1 thing. Not to mention, I remember Lucilla make contact with Blackshore, you know, so that Hyuki able to go to the thing, the Honami City thing. So they make contact anytime. I don't think the wording is right here. I don't think it's closed off as in there's no communication. This one probably right. The public com probably tapped by Fraxidus inside the academy. That makes sense. Considering Grand Architect knew that Hyuki will be in Honami City, that's probably what happened. And I thought his rover doesn't have a direct line to Blackshore. Why didn't Shorekeeper give us a unique encrypted line? Why we don't have that? I don't know. We technically not only the member, we are the founding member. Founding The only founding member. We are the only one. Why don't we have that direct contact to the Black Shore? I don't understand. I thought we have. I guess we don't. Weird. Interesting.
わかった。少し待ってくれ。ブラックショアのチャンネルにつなぐから好きに使っていいよ。
Unless it's a large machine, so I don't have the direct contact because of that. I don't think so. Storekeeper, hello? What? Abe? Why Abe responding?
私を呼ぶシグナルを受け取った漂白者。
I thought we able to contact Blackshore anytime. Again, I think I misunderstand that. Let's see if in the future we have this a direct call to Storekeeper, but I don't know. We will see.
ラハイロイの状況あまり良くないの。とても疲れているように見える。
Yes, a lot happened. I don't even know how long has been in Lahai-Roi. If
周波数の流出については解決したが、今ラハイロイは明式の脅威にさらされている。助けが必要なんだ、シュアキーパー。
do you need that system maybe? Let's see.
ええ、私もブラックシュアもそのために存在しているのだから。
I mean, yes, I know, we know that. Trinodian, yeah. Oh, what happened? You don't told us?
エクソストライダーについて
Anyway.
テティスシステムに詳しい情報を
The system.
推測レベルでもいい。
Yes. This is something that I wanna ask. I think I said something like this when back then in Act 3, 3.1, when I do the Amiya thing. When we gonna contact Storekeeper or something? That's what I said. I don't remember the exact detail. Especially when we go to the Frostland above Lahai-Roi, technically communication should be better there, right? But somehow we never contact them just to tell them we alright or something. I don't know. We also seen Platya from the event. How did Platya end up in Lahai-Roi? Again, I'm talking about the whole close-up thing. I don't think it's close-up. The only reason it's close-up communication thing before was because of the Void Storm season, which it's done now, I think, because we never heard any of the Void Worm anymore. So yeah, that's my guess, considering the event also have a lot of people, I mean a lot of NPC come and go between Lahai-Roi and outside. Again, the train also working again. When they release, I think it's in Act 3, yes, 3.1 literally. It's over, the whole cut-off communication thing. Anyway, why I keep repeating what I said before.
システムによれば、リューク・ヘルセンは過去に何度もブラックシュアの活動に協力し、重要な情報を提供している。あなたの判断を信じる。
It's interesting that she need to say that in order to... Yeah, sure. Exos Rider. This is funny because we technically knew Exos Rider, if only we didn't erase our own memory, which is why I wonder. I still want to know. See, I'm exists in the past. I mean, we know about that, but I find it weird. What I want to know is why. Hopefully, in the future, we will learn why we decided to erase our memory. Like, why? Even though technically, after maybe I think I know why. What I don't understand is why from that. I mean, I guess you cannot pick which memory you're gonna erase. You basically erase everything up until that moment. You know, I think that the main reason we also. I mean, we told about this when do the Amiat thing 3.1. The reason why we erase our memory is simply because we don't wanna remember our homeland. That's the point, I think. I remember that. But why recently? So, 30 years ago, when Amiat still a kid, around 30, I don't know how long ago actually, we just know that Amiat disappeared 10 years ago. And I don't know how old Amiat. I think if you think about high school age, so around 18, 17, or 18, I guess. And I assume the kid Amiat is around 10, maybe 8 years old, so 20 years ago. So we erase our memory like recently. Why recently? Is there a reason of that decision? Like what is there a big thing that trigger us to do that? I want to know that exact thing. I know the reason why we erase our memory. I guess at least from the information we have currently. But what I want to know is why we do that in that moment, not before. Something probably happened that near that time. I mean, we will see. Hopefully, we will learn about that in the future, or maybe we already learn. I don't remember. I don't think so. When we talk with our self in the whole memory thing, I don't think we been told the exact detail. I check again that scene. I already forgot what I read, but I believe it was related to Renasita and Imperator thing. But so yeah, I don't think that's matter. Anyway, let's see what this is. So yes, I mediate between Academy and the Roya back then, long time ago, with the founding of the Star Touch Academy. Not, I guess, makes sense. The institute already exists before that.
コレクティブはエクソストライダーの一部がエクソスウォームに分化したことで目覚めたとしても面識に対抗するには不十分な可能性があると考えた。
So this, okay.
そこで適格者という外因性共鳴計画を実
So
行
yeah,
し
this
た。
is something that I asked a few minutes ago when I saw this quest. So this is the reason why they create a synchronous program. Because they are fear that Exos Rider is not strong enough. So they need a pilot. Is having a pilot make them stronger? We don't know. Which is interesting. So why don't we remember Exos Rider? So what's the difference between Exos Rider and a Sentinel? I feel like Exos Rider is like a bodyguard, right? Security guard or something when they transfer Sentinel from the homeland to another island, another planet, which in this case Solaris. So can we ask other Sentinel to help us again Trinodian? Like, is there a reason that we specifically only use Exos Rider? Maybe because our own rule. When Sentinel arrive in Solaris, did we just say that each one of them supposed to be stay in different location or something? Is that the reason why? We don't know. I guess it is because of that. Considering Huang Long have 6 or 7 Sentinel, I don't know. Anyway, my point is, why can we ask a help from the other region, considering aleph 1 is a Solaris level threat, not just a regional threat? Maybe we will. I don't know. We will see.
複数の地域の採取とその共鳴者を観察した結果、彼らは採取と類似点
Oh,
を
I
持つエ
see.
クソストライダーも共鳴者を得ることで
Observing how
力を
Sentinel
高めら
work,
れると
huh?
考えた。
They theorized that Access Rider could amplify its power through a SRS. Is that what happened with Jue? I guess. Here's the thing. This is so this deal happened before the academy become a thing, which means I still have our memory. I mean, you know, which means technically we know what Exos Rider is. So,
けれど、あなたとエクソストライダーの関係を
oh, okay, you also say, okay,
テ
see,
キスシステムは
uh-huh.
あなたが外因性共鳴という方法を取ることを推奨しない。
Oh, so we're not recommending this thing. So, okay, so what did I know? Tell me why that PR word.
既存の情報を照らし合わせると、ラハイロイの地下深くにはエクソストライダーが残した
Okay, this is the first time we heard this name
存在する。
from the game. We heard this on the live stream. Let's see. Keystone, an Arcor left behind when the Strider first come to the land. That was one day we called Lahai-Roi. The Space Wreck collected one expedition to its location but returned with nothing but recording. An Arcor left behind when the Strider first come to the land. An anchor, quotation mark. Keystone. I wonder what is this. Do we know what this? Is there any record of the keystone? Technically, my past knew about this, but
ストライダーアンカーはストライダーゲートの封印の真上に位置している。鍵と扉の関係だと理解すれば分かりやすいと思う。
oh yeah, no, okay. I thought we would have the same description for Starlight Gate. So we have an extra thing here. It's still the same on the top one. The entry point from when the Strider enter Denia aleph enter Solaris. I still don't understand the entry point mean. I thought we come from the sky, like phew, like meteor landing. At least that's what I assume, because remember Jue come from the using the chamber thing, the hibernation chamber. I don't know what the name of it, and land in firmament. Boom. So I thought that's what happened. But then again, you said here said that the entry point. So I guess my assumption here, I think we told about this. I don't remember when I do the Act 3, but when X Rider, the bodyguard, sense an extraterrestrial Renodian trying to enter this planet. That's why they attack, like, you know, like a bodyguard, like a police, I guess, trying to prevent the aleph one for entering this planet, and then they use this Strider Gate, which I assume the one that looks like a black hole. Anyway, let's read. The overlying storage gate root network hold aleph 1 power at bay. I thought the reason that aleph 1 at bay because of the sword. Where's the sword? I don't know. They didn't mention anything about sword. Anyway, the sealed door of the sealed gate. The keystone is the lock that keeps the Strider Gate closed. Beyond it may lie the universe that Solaris has always longed to explore. So yeah, it's like a portal. So instead of using the space because of the ethereal. Here's the thing. I thought the etheric sea didn't exist when we arrived. But no. Yes, it didn't exist. The Strider Gate event, again, because of the aleph one arrival, that was different. So the Strider Gate is just left behind of that event. The you know, the whole thing with when Amiya doing the time travel anyway.
外部のコックピットに入らずにあなたはエクソストライダーを操縦できる。エクソストライダーが起動可能な状態であることを確認してストライダーアンカーを使えばいい。
My question is, do Exostrider have a cockpit or not? Because I mean, I guess the plan always been the Keystone. Then why did they create the thing, the simulation? You know, I thought that's mean that the collective create a cockpit inside the Exostrider. It's also proving that I guess Exostrider is not sentient. Because if this sentient, then we don't. I don't know. Maybe we know how to. Then again, we say she said that we not allowing the piloting stuff. I remember that what you said. Where is it? This one.
けれどあなたとエクソストライダーの関係を考慮する複数の
Basically, we know that if you link a resonator to a strider, something gonna happen. Well, we know now because of the Ameyat situation. So we know what's gonna happen in the past. Interesting. My question is, when the loop happened, do we in the past knew about the strange power that helped seal Aleph 1,000 years ago, when we were technically still alive back then? I don't think we will talk about that, but
俺があいつの魚者だからか。
wait, what? Are you saying we are the only one who can do that using the keystone? I thought it was okay, so interesting.
ええ、同じ起源を持つあなたにとって外部の装置はむしろ隔た
So
り
in my
にしかなら
opinion,
ない。
we don't even need to pilot it. I thought Exostrider able to, you know, which it can, I guess. The problem is it's not the collective afraid that it's not strong enough, right? That's the whole point with Resonator. But maybe we, as an arbiter, will able to, you know, unlock over limit or something. But well, we're gonna pilot it, I guess, using the keystone. He said the keystone, but I guess, but based on what I see from the live stream, this thing is huge. So we're gonna enter the thing, which technically a cockpit as well, in a sense.
それからエイメスの件についてリュークが以前提案した
What do you
あ
mean?
の方法は実行可能だと思う。
What the proposal?
コックピット内に現れたエクソスウォームでできた生命体のような抜け殻でエイメス君を探すということかい？
You're gonna use the other Ameyat to find Ameyat? So my guess before, we know that Ameyat is a digital ghost, doesn't have a body. And my speculation at the time, when I see the Exoswarm Ameyat, is that she gonna go inside the Exoswarm Ameyat, and then boom, that will come Ameyat now, with immortal body, because again it Exoswarm, fully mechanic, not any flesh. I think, I don't know how it works, but
そう周波数のつながりが助けになるはず。漂白者エクソストライダーを起動するとき彼女も一緒に連れて行って
しばらくラハイロイ全体の状況に注意を払ってほしい。
分かった。
speaking of which, did something happen in Honami City, Storekeeper? By any chance, something or someone do something? No? Okay, fine, thank you.
頼んだぞ、シュアキーパ
Well, I don't think Rover know about that, but then again, Storekeeper also doesn't know. I think because she doesn't mention anything about Honami City. We'll see what happened with Yuki.
あなたの役に立てるのなら私はとても嬉しい。
Okay.
漂白者どうか必ず無事に
Oh,
戻って
that's
きて。
like somehow.
ああ、心配いらない。
By the way, will we see another character from other, maybe Galbrena? I said about Galbrena before. I assume we're gonna see her here, but I guess not. I don't know if this is the final arc for Lahai-Roi, but we will see. Maybe not.
私は先にルシラーに挨
Our
拶してくる
goal
よ。
this patch to rescue Amiat, not to deal with Aleph one. So maybe we will still find a way to deal with Aleph one for the future arc. We will see. This is where we mentioned Denia, right? The spy student.
うまくいくと思うか。危険な賭けを許可してもらうために説得するわけだろう。正直、俺自身 100% の自信があるわけじゃない。
Are you asking Luke? Okay. I thought you were asking Abi because the hand.
100% の自信を持てる案なんて一つもないさ。もし相手が同意したなら成功率が高いと彼が判断したに過ぎない。砂をなせばなるさ。
Well, Chess knew that I am technically the one who make an agreement between Royan and Academy back then, and Institute. Can I talk to you? Okay, never mind. I need to leave Luke Harrison's secret. Why you keep the description? Let's read the description. What do you say again? Some progress. Okay, it's the same thing. So yes, I talk a lot this patch. Again, this is the beginning, so I need to confirmation. I need a confirmation of what we're doing. That's why I need to remind myself, in case I don't remember what happening before. I thought last time. I feel like we went there. Why we need to use this? Interesting. Instead of just go there, unless we cannot enter this normally, which is this is one time only location. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this video. Until next time. Well, we will see if we have something after we go out. After we went outside, nothing, right? We need to go to see chess. Oh, okay. Let's stop. I believe Dr. Lotus already briefed you about the meeting. So we're gonna go to the academic affair. Okay. That's our next destination. And now, oh no, we can permanently go to Luke's secret hideout. It just have this symbol instead of directly go. Why they use that? Why don't they build the Luke in upper world map instead of the teleport? But I guess eventually fine. Even though technically this area is hidden, I don't think we have any other conflicting material or structure if we build the Luke secret hideout in upper world instead of another, you know, its own instant. But anyway, yeah, that's all for this video. I don't think we have any new waveline. Let's scroll using and still unknown sender. Who is unknown sender? I don't. Who is this? Why have I heard this line before? I remember talking unknown sender. Is this event? Oh, okay. This is the thing I should probably check before I do the thing, the cube tournament thing. Bowser. I'm the purple Abby. Never mind. Here the cat second anniversary is around the corner. Okay, yay. Technically this thing is permanent. Well, the first one is. Okay, so this is the derby one. We don't do the whole thing where we playing as the cube. Wait, I will join the rest myself. When you gonna join? Be sure to join my supporter. Okay, this is just introduction for the event, which I already talked about at the beginning, which I will record every day if I win or not. I mean, Kardetia. Yep. Anyway, that's all for this video. Until next time, bye.